We departed the Blue Ridge Mountains and headed back to the North Carolina coast on Monday morning. We all had a great time on our winter retreat, and we're already anxious to plan the next one. So let me digress a bit and tell you how this retreat came about. First, you have to know that we are road trip adventurers, and some of our best conversations and fellowship has occurred on the road. While at the United Methodist Church we broke away from, we would travel from the Virginia border to as far south as Hatteras Island on the Outer Banks and attend their near monthly men's fellowship meetings down there. Sadly, that group on the Outer Banks has allowed COVID to bring that gathering to a halt for nearly 11 months now. The men at the Methodist Church all but stopped going to these gatherings for reasons unknown. But 3 of us kept attending, and when we left the Methodist Church and founded MCF, we continued to make the drive to the Outer Banks until COVID happened. In 2018, we organized the first men's retreat at that UMC that we were attending, and we took 7 men to Wintergreen, Virginia for a 3-day retreat. Sadly, the UMC we were attending fell into insolvency, lack stewardship, and Christ-centered leadership. We left the UMC on August 4th, 2019, and MCF was born that same day. We've done a number of road trips since, and several weeks ago we started talking about making the 5-hour drive to Rhonda, North Carolina to hear Brother Curtis Ponder preach at Maple Springs Baptist Church. When the light came on in our heads just a week ago that this three-day weekend posed an opportunity to make that drive, I reached out to Brother Curtis and learned he too was taking advantage of the 3-day weekend to travel with his family. So on Wednesday of last week, we decided to retreat anyway and booked an Airbnb cottage in the Blue Ridge Mountains just 20 minutes south of our 2018 retreat. Now, why do I tell you this? The answer goes back to something we say over and over again. We do what God tells us to do. God clearly wanted us to retreat and recharge during this difficult time in our nation. The real point is that we don't need a year to plan a men's retreat, or even months. We can gather on pretty short notice. Now, I fully understand for many practical reasons and scheduling around various work schedules that could be difficult. But even if only a small group can break away, that's better than nothing. A small group of relaxed, refreshed, and recharged and motivated Christians can create a contagious atmosphere on their return. So we are back recharged, we have on our full armor of God, and we are ready to carry out God's will here on earth.